So we coaches can learn who you are.
I'm Maya
Hi, Maya. What's your last name?
Miller.
Maya Miller.
I'm Lily Meinert.
Lily, hi again.
I'm Katie Nelson.
Katie, last name?
Nelson.
Nelson. Good to have you, Katie.
I'm Valerie Alonso.
Valerie, you still need to speak.
Why?
Why?
My name is Edgar Arriaga.
Say that again.
My name is Edgar Arriaga.
Edgar
Arriaga.
Ariaga. Thank you.
My name is Mariana Fernandez.
Thank you, Mariana.
My name is Priya. I'm the new entry too.
new student in the class. Okay. Hi.
My name is Hayden Jimenez.
Katie Jimenez?
Hayden.
Okay. Hayden.
Jimenez.
Thank you. Hi.
My name is Kaylin Ferguson.
Kaylin Ferguson, thank you for being here.
Samantha Salazar.
Samantha Salazar, thank you.
Robert McDougall, vote for Pedro.
Hi.
Hi. Wyatt.
Wyatt?
Yeah, Wyatt.
And your last name?
Reed.
Reed?
Yeah,
Wyatt Reed, thank you for being here. Hi.
Theo BC. Theo BC.
Say again?
Theo BC.
Theo PC.
No.
Tio.
Tio?
Right? Wait, no.
Say it loudly.
Theo BC.
Theo
BC.
BC. With like a B?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Theo.
I'm Cody Heffelfinger.
Heppelfinger.
Heffel.
Oh, you guys are tricking me with difficult names.
sorry.
No, it's not your fault. Thank you so much for being here.
I'm Dean Gitchell.
Dean
Gitchell.
Gitchell, thank you.
I'm Solomon McMahon.
Solomon McMahon, thank you.
Tucker Skidmore.
Tucker Skidmore, thank you.
Stephen Ponce Estrada.
Stephen Pancha. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's me having bad hearing, so
Ponce
Ponce.
Estrada.
Strata. Got it. Thank you so much, guys. Now the reason we feel that I'm asking you to do recording of this is because this project is a project that is going to be changing education. You guys are, even if you didn't volunteer to be in this class, you are at the helm of something that is going to change how learning happens for kids like you and all kids in the district, in the school, and in the district.
What's good?
So I'm going to just dive in, explain it, and it's a little different than the returning students might remember from last time, because we've made some progress. So let me just jump right in, and then I'll ask you for questions afterwards.
Do I keep recording?
My background.
Do I keep recording?
Oh, wait a minute. Before we go into this, let's do introductions. I keep forgetting to do this.
Oh, my name is Duncan.
I got that, but you introduced yourself as Robert. Are you Duncan or Robert?
His biological name is Robert, but his parents call him Duncan, right? Yeah.
Duncan.
Which do you prefer today,
Robert.
or this session?
One of them.
Okay, so I am
No,
Mary
just say
Albert.
Robert.
And I founded a nonprofit called Education Innovation Collaborative with Priya Alawat. And I have two team members in the back, although I don't see Adam and Ken.
Yes.
What's up, Morton?
Yes, he was formerly at the Tahoe Expeditionary Academy and helping run that school. So I'm so honored that we are being invited by the state of Nevada to really work on a project like this with kids like you, and the district is interested to see how you guys help develop it, help experience it. My background is engineering and also systems development, like information technology for businesses, large corporations, and what I realized when I got my third degree was that we need to apply this to education so all kids can have fun, rewarding, exciting learning. And Duncan.
Was it a third-degree burn?
Third degree, no. No, it was a third degree of education.
They're right.
I know.
I do.
But, okay, and I'd like to introduce Priya. Will you
What's up, Priya?
say a little bit?
Hi everybody.
Priya.
My name is Priya. Some of you know me because I was with you all as coach for the first IMS pilot, number 1. We met about 7 years ago. I'm a dentist by profession, however, and I've taught for almost 12 years. I worked in clinicals, and then I worked at the Kids Cottage, and that was like a life-changing. Kids Cottage is an emergency shelter in Reno, and that is a huge turnaround for me. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna just leave aside all this, kick it after all these years of degrees and working and all that blood, sweat, and tears. I'm gonna be working with these kids, and I love it. I just love that. And I think what Mary is trying to lead this effort with all of us about changing education to make it fun and engaging. It's so boring, right? And I've gone through a very boring system myself. So I'm here to help in whatever way I can.
And your specialization is special,
special ed.
needs kids. So she works with kids who have special, what's called IEP, individualized learning plans. And we want all of you and every kid to have a personalized learning plan. So yes, sir.
What's IEP?
Bro, she just said it.
Individualized education plan, right? Yes. IEP, individual plan. So when some kids get designated as special needs, it means they get more attention and more personalization. But we believe every one of you is unique. There is no average, there is no middle, there's uniqueness. So every one of you could have, by the end of this session, if you stick with it, a personal learning plan and a portfolio of your unique competencies and your unique career goals. So, let's do a quick introduction of Ken in the back there, Ken Martin.
Hi, Ken Martin, live here in Brookline. My background is chemical engineering and business. I'm also a former Army Reserve officer and dad to a 23-year-old engineer who lives in Boston. Used to be in, as Mary said, at Tahoe Expedition Academy, where I was in a number of roles, including teaching math and science, doing finance and operations, and being a intervention.
Yeah.
And it's kind of you guys.
Hi, Miss Rose Becky.
Okay.
Here's Adam.
Hello, my name's Adam.
He
I'm
looks like
an
Hamilton.
entrepreneur. I've got my own business that I've been working with different companies doing technology. I've been a software developer and traveling to run my business from the road while I'm working with other companies and helping with technology.
And we just met a month ago, and as we were at a Tech Alley, which is a technical gathering of entrepreneurs in Reno. And basically Adam jumped right in and said, oh, I'd love to help you build your Thrive ecosystem and get you going into the new age of technology. And you guys get to have him as a coach if you choose the project that he's leading. All right, Duncan.
What's a tech, Adam?
Tech Alley.
Oh, yeah.
A Tech Alley is the name of a monthly gathering. It's a good question. To get together for sharing ideas. Like we had an idea, we did a session last Saturday called a design sprint. And there were 10 people there, and we basically pitched a lot of what I'm gonna just show you right now to say, look what we're doing, help us design it. And so they're helping us, but we also need the students to design it. Because you guys know better what you want and need.
No.
No, you don't think you do? Oh dear. I think you do. So, all right, can we get going? So I want to get you guys working on doing stuff, not listening to me. That is our goal. It's not to be doing lectures. And I'm not going to take another hand right now because we're never But Duncan, hold your question, okay?
I don't know how to hold it.
I like your picture.
Okay, so here's our group,
Coaching.
and you guys are our second cohort. So last fall we did have Valerie, Robert, Duncan, Lily, and Brian. Was Brian here? I didn't see Brian. Brian.
Who's Byron?
Remember he was in our class?
Oh, he went to Mexico.
Went
We
to
didn't.
Is he because he's a
Permanent?
For 2 months.
Oh, for 2 months?
8 weeks.
Oh, where's
Byron?
Byron?
Who's Byron?
The reason I am sad is that we had a representative from every group. And that's could make it easier for us to get up to speed with the projects. Oops, wrong direction. So here's how we are splitting up the coaching and the existing projects that were started by Valerie and Lily and Duncan. But you guys all have a choice of whether you join an existing project or create your own. So after we get through this, we're gonna go into the Thrive Lab, and you're gonna get to see what all the choices are, the equipment, and decide what kind of project you wanna do. Hang on a second, let me get through some of this so we don't have to be. So the two things you get to do by the end of this it's a very short quarter actually. We have Thanksgiving break, we have Christmas break, we have New Year's. So it's literally only 7 times that you'll be here in this room. But the goal in that short time is to develop yourself as a selfpreneur. What do we mean by selfpreneur? Someone who understands who they are, what they love, what their talents are, how they're gonna start working on projects that move them in the direction of their passion and talent. By the end of this, we want you to have a portfolio, a digital portfolio of your project and your competencies. We want you to get a certificate. So Duncan, Lily, and Valerie, you actually have a printed out certificate from the first session. Unfortunately, we had a snow day on the final day, and we didn't get to present. But I'm hoping you can earn that along with the rest of the group during this
Why
session.
don't you just give it
So
to
you
me?
get a formal certificate. And the other thing is create a team project. So as you create a team project, you're using all the skill sets that you need for life. Because you learn how to collaborate, how to plan, how to communicate, how to think about the future and build stuff together. So this is critical to get your goals as a selfpreneur. And then, as you guys know who were here before, one of the things we talk about is flow. Who here who wasn't here last session, can share what you think flow is? What do you think it is?
Oh, wow.
Right, so can you guess what is meant by the word
What do you think flow?
flow means?
Water.
Easygoing, someone said water.
Yeah.
What other things would you say to flow? What does flow mean?
Waves.
Waves?
Maybe a process.
A process, a flowing process. What does, have you heard of flow zone, being in the zone of flow?
I didn't even hear.
Well, I know you have, because we've talked about it. But, so what about a sports analogy? Somebody have you played running, track, or soccer or something?
Yeah.
And you feel like everything's going really well,
Oh, yeah.
No.
right? You're like peak performance
Bro, it's
type of
because your team
thing?
is ass.
Bro, my
Have you had that
team is.
feeling? And does it feel good?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it feels awesome. What about art? Have you been ever drawing something or
I draw
doodling?
penises on my wall.
And you sort of get, or daydreaming, and you feel like
Oh yeah, I've done that before.
you've done daydreaming, I bet. So yeah, so
What you mean by that?
So that's what flow actually is. What you guys have all described is the idea that there's a sweet spot of feeling and action that is your flow zone. If you're challenged at the right level for your ability, and if you were, what happens if you are under challenged for what you're capable of?
Which one?
What happens? What happens?
Probably not gonna try.
You're not gonna try, maybe you'll be
Shut up.
bored. Put your head on the table going, this is so boring, I didn't wanna be here.
You don't put your hand
That's boredom,
That's how I
right?
feel.
What happens if the challenge of the activity exceeds what you current ability or what you think your ability is? What does that feel like?
It's just too hard and you feel overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed, too hard, you're like, I give up. It's that, you might feel both of those things in this class, because as I'm sitting here lecturing to you two, it's boring,
Yeah.
right? We need action learning to be fun and engaging. So, our goal in this session is to find how many times we can be in those spaces. So after we do these introduction spiels about the content. We want you to go and do the projects and be at the edge of your ability. Push yourself at the edge of your learning curve. We give you choices of how to do that. We give you schedule flexibility. We give you opportunities to communicate and develop your confidence. We give you feedback and coaching. We're not telling you what to do, we're coaching you on your pathway. And most importantly, flow happens when you get to play with your friends, socialize, co-create together something fun together. So does that make sense what flow, conditions of flow are?
Yeah.
No.
Do you want to be in them? Would you like to be in more flow?
No.
No? Why?
Basketball.
I want to know why you don't want to.
Because she works at 7-Eleven.
Edgar, shut up.
Say again?
Nothing.
Oh, nothing. All right. Well, hopefully we'll convince you by the end of this that flow is a fun and productive place to be. And by the way, employers really love it when they're self-directed, having fun and self-directing your way into the work. So the Selfpreneur Playbook, we're calling it a game of life because you're basically developing your strengths, your vision, mission, goals for your growth and learning, which are going to be unique, your map to mastery of who you are as an authentic person, and you get to create your own story. We call it authoring your life. So even though you're only in 6th or 8th grade, you can start to be the author of your life. So I hope that sounds exciting.
So someone else is running?
So Selfpreneur Level 1, I won't go through it now, but by the end of this session, you'll do all of these things. And today we're gonna start with not Ikigai today. We're gonna do self-evaluation of who and what we are. This is called the Ikigai. That's my reason for being, and we'll go through that next time. Yes?
What's an ikigai?
Well, actually, it's a Japanese term that stands for my reason for being. And if you look at this intersection in the middle, it's the intersection of what I'm good
So
at,
BTS has a.
what I love to do, what the world needs, and what I can do to get paid for because people want it. So if you take all of these things, that influences a sort of your mission statement of, hey, I love doing this, I'm good at it, I want to help the world in this way, and here's why, and here's the statement on the bottom about all that. Then you're going to flip it over and draw a picture of what that looks like for you. If you're in your zone and your sweet spot of your life, what does that look like an avatar? That if you're playing a digital game, which I'm certain all of you have played. Has anyone not played a digital game yet? Never?
Bro,
Never? I have. Oh, you have played. So you know what everybody know what an avatar is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's anime.
It's a movie.
Okay. Not just the movie, but it's
Something that you can rate.
It's what?
Something that you can rate.
No.
You can
Steve, be quiet.
rate another person? Say that again?
Create another person.
Oh yeah, it's like your digital version of your players, right? Who you are in the game. And so we want you to create your avatar for life and for playing in the game of life. So that's one of the things.
Well, I've played that game before.
Oh, that's cool. Say
I'm bad
again.
at that.
I hear some things I didn't.
I said I'm bad at that game.
You're bad at the game of life?
Yeah.
Well, that's why we're here.
I'm not.
You're gonna be better at it. You're gonna be master.
I'm really good at that game.
No, you're not.
By the end of today, we're all gonna say, I'm good at the game
What?
of life.
It's the board game, I think.
Oh, the board game of life? Well, that's kind of what we're stealing.
What she
A
look
little
like
bit of the
one?
game of life.
She's gonna hear that.
Yeah. We're gonna build like all the pieces of it. And then so the project, by the end of the project, you're gonna actually be able to create a website to show other people what you did on the project. And one of the goals is to have a prototype. If anybody knows what a prototype is, it's like a small example of what you're doing. Like for example, Duncan, you guys made avatar, what do you call them, game pieces, right? You printed them out. What?
We never ended up making that though.
Oh, yeah, you did. Oh, here's examples, here.
Oh, I wasn't here that day, I guess.
Oh, is that Monopoly?
Here, pass them around. You get to see.
I lost mine.
Are we getting a grade on this?
No,
You
so that's the
actually
beauty.
said.
There's no grading.
Do we have to present this?
Attendance, I believe that's required.
She said
No, I said
present.
percent.
Oh,
We have to present to the
percentage?
But to get a certificate.
Percent.
Even you part.
Oh, okay. No
Percent.
percentage. It's pass fail, but what your goal is to get a certificate.
She said, "Can you? Are you gonna present it?"
Oh, present. Thank you. I'm like, okay, speak louder because you know I'm an old person that I need. Are we? You mean present the project?
Yeah.
That's the goal, and what we were set up to do that, right, Valerie? Last time you guys were going to present. We're going to do a little more of that during the sessions so that you get practice, because we know it's kind of stressful, right? Are you shy about presenting? Is that why you ask?
Yeah.
Yeah, we know. Everybody is a little shy, but with practice,
Yeah,
okay.
that thing that I'm going to school.
that's what.
Nothing.
That's a middle school thing. Is the shyness.
No, I never
Are
said
you
that.
serious, bro?
You would say no.
Never mind.
Does that mean that I'm in high school because I'm not?
I'm losing brain cells right now.
Me too, bro.
I think by the end of here, we gotta banish the word shy out of your vocabulary. Nobody is shy.
What if we can't?
We are all confident on who we are and what we're here to do. So that, and by the end of this, my hope is you speak so loudly, I never have to say, what did you say?
I'm screaming.
So this is what we were gonna do at the end of your session.
We have a party. Oh my god.
Party, so, question,
What
yes.
happened to our party?
Who's
Well-
There was a
It
snow
was a
day.
snow day, but
We can just have it
would
right
you
now.
guys want to earn a pizza party?
Yeah.
Yeah, the next one.
No, can we go to Crosby's?
Have it next week? Well, we need to kind of do it as a class now. We
Duncan,
can't-
why do you look like that?
Unfortunately, we can't go backwards and have the party from last time.
I have 2 questions.
Yeah.
Can we have the party like tomorrow or like
Yeah, let's
next
have a party
Wednesday?
tomorrow. Let's
And
go.
then-
Exactly. Yeah,
who's
please.
Laura?
Laura, okay.
Dora the Explorer?
Excellent question. So Laura she's coming at 1 today. She
Ooh,
actually
not
owns a pizza restaurant in Reno, if anyone's heard of
Oh, I own that too.
Can we go to Mofo's?
Lamppost.
Just
So,
stop interrupting Mary while she's
Just
speaking.
because we're middle schoolers doesn't mean you have to call us that.
Let her do
We have
her.
names.
and you know what I think the idea of having a party sooner than the end is a good goal. But what it means, we could do it like around the holiday, like around
Serious.
Christmas. And if we, over the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I think we have 4 weeks before the Christmas break, maybe, if we're lucky. What if we could set a goal? What are we as a team as a group going to accomplish such that we can have that party before the end of this? What would you say would be a good goal? Knowing what? Well, Valerie, you know what the sort of the outcome of what last session was. What would be a good goal for this group to earn that party? What do you think?
I don't know. I forgot.
You forgot.
Like violation in this class.
What?
Huh?
So I do have a
Like
suggestion
in
about
this
what
class?
that could be.
No.
Do you know how we
Oh, is
tried
that-
Lily
I'm telling on you.
and Valerie and Doug to get on the computer and to get communicating online? We tried a lot, it was hard. What if we could do that, get ourselves up on the digital, so I don't have to do any more papers, any handouts, no worksheets? Would you guys like that as a goal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Since like you said, like talk to people online.
Yes.
What about Omegle?
Are you serious?
What is that? What is?
It's like you go on
It's
the
a
website
super
and talk to
very
people.
child-friendly thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's child
really-
just saying.
Yeah.
No,
And what
it's
is-
not.
Tell me what.
So
Oh, wait.
basically, you just talk to strangers.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
it's like a FaceTime.
It's a social thingy.
But for strangers, I think. Why do you like that idea?
Well, no, because you said talk to people online, so like I thought of Omegle.
No, we
Us.
talk to each other.
Oh.
Within this group,
Discord.
right,
Swear.
right. This quarter, and
Snapchat.
the idea would be that you'd be collaborating around your projects with each other. So let's hold that out as an ideal if we can. By the end of today, I'm gonna send you home with a permission, or what we're calling an agreement letter.
Oh, I never got you mine.
I know, that's what I'm frustrated about. So to this time, we're gonna make sure you take it home and please commit to have your parents read it, bring it back the next time. We aren't here next week, Wednesday, right? So it's
Oh,
gonna,
yeah.
the 23rd?
No, there's no school.
No school, so it's gonna be a 2-week thing. I need you guys to be responsible about that.
Wait, this week there's no school?
Next Wednesday. Cause it's Thanksgiving.
Oh, my mom is broke. She can't buy me food.
Right.
It's Thanksgiving.
It's okay.
Don't touch me.
Thanksgiving doesn't have anything to do with Jesus. It's about
Yeah.
pilgrims
Are you
and thanking for the harvest and the food abundance and all that.
I said, are you Laura?
This is Laura.
Explain more about Laura.
You own
So-
the pizza shop, right?
Yeah, we already talked about the pizza party and what we could do to earn the pizza party before the end of this
Bro, can you
session.
stop touching my chair?
So, Laura,
Stop, you 7-Eleven worker.
say hi, just introduce yourself a little bit if you don't mind.
She literally just said go back to your cage.
I'm Laura.
Bro, you're the only.
Nah, leave me.
Yes, I'm a pizzeria. 15 years this month.
Wow.
I used to be a teacher.
Bro, I swear. Oh my God.
Sure.
What'd you teach?
I taught first grade, primarily.
No, what did you teach though?
Where?
No, what did you teach?
What subject?
Yeah,
Bro,
what-
Duncan, oh my God.
What did I taught everything.
First grade and-
Can you help me with
and she-
algebra?
Oh, I didn't
I
go
dropped
to
out of
first
first
grade.
And she started
Yes, I went to
a school that was completely student driven.
You're gonna have to pay for that.
Oh, is it okay?
Yeah.
Thank you for. So yeah, so Laura's great because she already knows how to do this stuff. Unleashing kids to learn and self-direct. So what we're doing here is practicing how to let you become self-directed learners thanks to Priya, Laura, Ken, Kevin, and Mr. Abrams. Yes, question? Oh, is it?
The password
It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Bro, can you like actually stop?
All right.
Nothing.
I want to get through this so we can get to our
We're
projects.
slowing this down, we wanna move forward, so let's let Mary finish everything that she's going through so that we can get to these.
So these are the four projects that were worked on last quarter. What do we call it? Cohorts? I call it the first cohort. We had a group
What is
making videos around food making. So one boy was a Mexican. He enjoyed making Mexican food. So they
Is it 'cause he's
filmed
Mexican?
making Mexican food and doing things like that. So we want, if you're interested in videography of any kind, and you, okay, good. So 3D game board, what did you do? Tell the group what you did there.
Can you speak
I made
up?
like 3D things.
Can you speak up?
I made 3D things.
Using what,
God bless.
what technology? Do you remember? What's the
A computer.
device called? No, the printer.
3D printer.
A 2D printer.
Snapmaker. Snapmaker is a 3-in-1 printer. It does 3D printing with plastic. It does etching, laser etching, but we haven't done it yet. And also does milling, which is what manufacturers do with drill bits and stuff. So it's a really cool tool. And what we're gonna do is make a game board from scratch, like better than the Game of Life board, with a mastery mountain in the middle, and everybody climbs the mastery mountain type of thing. So that's one thing. The other thing, Thrive Media. Can you guys share a little bit about what Thrive Media was like for you?
I did Thrive Media.
Oh yeah, what did you were?
You just make stickers, that's it.
You were 3D?
No, I was cooking.
Oh my gosh, that's right. Because I missed the last session, so I wasn't. And what did you guys accomplish in the cooking group? Like, what was the final project?
We weren't able to do that because the last day got canceled.
Right.
We were
Oh, that's crazy.
What had you done up until then?
Okay, slave.
filmed a bunch of different parts of the video
Bro.
and made
Fucking
the
okay.
channel.
Okay, so you made parts of a video, and I think Laura was gonna help, like, piece it together with,
Yeah.
so you could use software to make it, produce it, basically. edit it. So we can still do that. If you wanna choose that topic or a different topic for video. By the way, I'm interested in anyone who wants to do video about this experience that we're having. Because we're trying to convey what this is all about to other people, including funders.
Oh, that's
We need
crazy.
some funding to help us launch the project.
It's
And
fun.
funding is fun, isn't it?
I've never done it.
Okay. Thank you, Lily, for sharing that. And then Valerie, what would you say the Thrive Media Group did?
I don't know. We didn't really get through anything. That might be.
I saw that you printed out, I don't know if it was you, but stickers?
Oh, it was Maria.
That was Maria?
Did
What-
you guys make water bottles?
No.
The idea on the water bottle is to put the brand of
Oh.
your project or your company or whatever on the bottle, making
My
stickers.
company's pointing.
Did you make anything on the Cricut?
No.
So what would you, is there anything about you had wanted to be also in the food group? You were kind of bilocating. How did that work out?
I don't know.
Okay. All right, well, do you wanna repeat that or try something else?
I don't know.
All right, well, we'll find out when we get next door.
Oh, okay.
VR game design. We had 7 kids on VR design, and what it involved was, hang on, let me finish. It involved basically creating digital avatars and creating, learning how to use co-spaces, which is a create your own world, sort of like a Minecraft, but it's so that you can collaborate, and we can use it for the Thrive Lab, digital version of Thrive Lab. Did you have something to add to that?
Never mind, I was gonna ask if they made,
If they made it?
no, if what they made.
That was, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
But we didn't quite get, we're looking forward to getting further on these projects. And one new thing that has happened since the last session is I've become connected to a international organization called ED3 DAO. And what that means is educators around the world are getting together to figure out how we can use the Web3, which is like blockchain, language you don't need to know, but getting learning happening in the internet, but in the virtual world, in the metaverse. Have you guys heard that term, metaverse?
Yeah, that's Facebook.
Well, it was not Facebook that founded
Oculus.
the word, it was like, what?
Oculus.
August?
Are you?
Oh, Oculus, sorry, just speak out, yell if you have to. Oculus was bought by Facebook,
Yeah.
but the word metaverse has been around for like 10 years and well before Oculus or Facebook. It was known that we are moving towards a 3D immersion learning environment that is more powerful than any sort of 2D or computer-based learning can be, because you're experiencing it firsthand with your whole body and your whole heart, and learning happens much faster and deeper. Yeah, Ken?
I was just gonna give you a time check, we've got 1 hour left.
Okay, let's finish, yes.
Are we in the metaverse?
Ooh, you've seen The Matrix?
Wait,
No.
you might should.
I have.
Like, is it like
Isn't
a
it?
What are those like robot thingies? Aren't they called like Swiss?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, Chewbacca?
There, people like Elon Musk think we are in like a metaversal simulation. So we can go down that path at another time. What I'm seeing is anybody here would like to be part of designing for that space, so we can create games, fun learning, educational games to develop ourselves in that space. Yes, you have a question? Okay. Well, let's get going so we can, time check, thank you, Ken, we do have to be done. So we're gonna go I think we're gonna go right into the next room and do a tour of the stations. There are 8 stations. And what you're gonna be doing is this is the process you'll be working on, is to identify a need or a problem using that technology.
Okay.
You'll be figuring out what prototype you're gonna build, and if you really get progress in this session. You will get to test it,
You're late.
iterate it. So.
Mary, how
Do you
many?
want this?
Can we like go now?
What's your name? Hi, Katie. Sorry, this is
Yeah.
our beginning part, but we're just talking about the project. We're gonna go into the next room. Floor. And this is a metaversal environment that I just spent the weekend playing in. My avatar is right here, and I walk around and I go into these portals. These are all portals that you walk
That's
into.
from Cuphead.
Sorry?
Nothing.
I can't hear you. You're mumbling.
Nothing.
You said Cuphead.
Okay, boys, stop interrupting.
If you
Mary.
can interrupt if I can hear it, okay? And it adds value to what we're doing. But every one of these is like a little, this is called the gameplay, just fun play. This is networking over here. This is mastermind, and you meet people and you talk with them about what they're doing and you collaborate. I met at least 5 people that I'm gonna follow up with and work on our metaversal design for, think of this as a Thrive Learning Lab virtual reality space.
It looks like Cuphead.
What's it called?
Fortnite.
Like the software?
Fortnite.
No, well, does Fortnite look like this?
Yeah.
It does?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, it looks like Tilted Towers when it was like covered in ice. Well, and what we need is designers. We need artists
Steven, I know you're gonna get on.
to help create those spaces to build the bridge so that other kids can play in the metaverse and learn. Yeah, Fortnite is pretty addictive, I understand.
Fortnite.
Okay, so this is my little vision for next year. With your help, we're
Really
gonna
all
be
about Maddie.
showcasing what metaversal learning is all about. These are the physical places that we're gonna go visit, that you can do
Look at myself.
SnapMaker. You can play in the virtual world and design experiences and actually assets that you can sell, like NFTs. You do it with your own
I'm gonna make an NFT
your
of
own
Steven.
learning plan with your team of people on the project. So you're a hero of your own life and you co-create new ideas together. So that's my vision for where we're going. These, I won't go through this. This is the 5 levels. If you stick with this program, you're gonna get level 1 from this. Returning learners could go to level 2 if you take your project to the next level. And by the time you're a senior in high school, you could be a master of yourself and selfpreneur. And these are the steps that we'll go through. This is a dashboard that shows you kind of like what you would have at the end of this time. You would have your mission statement, your vision statement, your selfpreneur plan. You would have your project plan that you're doing with your people. And these are the competencies that you're earning and getting validated by the coaches. So that's where, if you can do that, you're gonna be a selfpreneur by the end of this session. And I won't go through this. So today's agenda, we're now gonna, that was not 10 minutes, sorry. It was like way too long, but
It's
we
40
needed to,
44 minutes.
we needed to get grounded in what we're doing, right?
Bro, Steven, no.
So what we're gonna do is jump, instead of going to the selfpreneur right now, we're gonna go to the Thrive Lab.
Bad.
We're gonna do a gallery walk. That means you'll take your piece of paper that you're gonna get soon. You're gonna spend a few minutes, we'll time